I start my day like probably everybody else. I wake up, I make coffee, take a shower, brush my teeth, get dressed, throw lunch in a lunch box. And then take off for work. My day starts really early and ends late, but every day during the week, Monday through Friday, is the same routine. Except for today. Today's routine gets broken a little bit. Awesome. That's so cool. So different, yep. Not routine. I've never done that before. That was pretty cool. So the reason today is different is I have to go to the bank. Normally going to the bank is a Friday thing, but I have to go today because of the kindness of a friend. This friend wants to be anonymous, so I'm not going to say their name. But this friend came forward and said that she wants to help with financially supporting my wife and I with all the treatments and the time off that we're going to have to take, doctor visits, testing, all that. It's very expensive, and already just taken off a couple of days to have the biopsy and recover has kind of set us off in a tailspin. I'm a little out of breath because I had to run to get that train shot. Oh man. But I don't mind breaking the routine today because it's such a huge help. We couldn't really thank the person enough, and they were just so modest about it. It was just like, yeah, I have it, I'm gonna help. And it's kindness like that that you just don't find every day. And so I need to run to the bank, deposit that money. I've got to fill out some forms for another doctor. Next week I'm going in for a consult for a colonoscopy. I had one when I was 40 and they found some polyps. Luckily they weren't cancerous, but I was supposed to get one when I was 50 and I didn't do it. So now I have to go get that done. And that's a little bit stressful, not knowing what they're going to find there. I've got forms to fill out for a medical marijuana card. I found a doctor here locally that you make an appointment with them and they look over your records that I need to have transferred to her. And she sits down with you and goes over, your diagnosis. The cancer that I have is one of the qualifying conditions here in Arkansas. And so I'm just going to go talk to her for options. It's not guaranteed that you're going to get the card, and she makes that clear in the paperwork that she sends you. And so it's kind of a consult with her. It's very expensive. Insurance doesn't cover it, so it's all out of pocket. So all that kind of ties in with, breaking routine, that I have to go to the bank. It's not normally a routine. Hello. But it's for a good thing, we're getting financially supported somewhat, and that's very helpful. And I have a suspicion that the person that's doing this watches these, and so I just want to say thank you so very much. Jamie and I can't thank you enough, and hopefully you know what a help it is to us. We just want to thank you so much. So I want you to know that I appreciate all your support and your comments, the likes that I've gotten. That means a lot to me. It keeps me going, helps me stay positive. And this week I'm going to try, harder than last week to be positive. That's it. That's Monday. Nothing really going on today. Just going to go to the bank, and then we'll just take it from there. So I decided yesterday on Monday to call the insurance company to find out why they hadn't got pre-approval on that scan. And within about 4 minutes I got the answer. It had been approved. It was approved 6 days prior on October 17th. So I thanked the lady for her help, and I hung up the phone, and I called the urology department, and I let them have it. Like, I told them every feeling I had, every thought I have, how stressed out they've made me, how they haven't contacted me for anything. There's days where I left a message and they wouldn't call back. I went just completely off, and I didn't get mad and I didn't cuss, but I went and said just everything that was on my mind, and just told them, this is how I feel, and I feel like, you guys don't care, and I'm in this all alone with no medical help, and on and on. And so the call center is who answers the phone for them, and then they transfer a message to the clinic. Well, the clinic called back about 2 hours later, and they said, oh, I heard that you called, like, I heard that you called, what's going on? And, I said to her the same thing that I told the call center lady, about 15 minutes of me telling them how I feel and, what was on my heart, my mind. And, she apologized, and she said that, she didn't know why the approval hadn't been given. And I don't know, it was kind of a mess. Like, I asked her, why was I able to get an answer about the approval, but they couldn't? I have nothing to do with the insurance department. I have nothing to do with the clinic. I work in a factory. I shouldn't be able to get that, but I did, I should be able to get it. It's my record, but how did I get it so quickly and they couldn't? Something in my eye. And then about 2 hours later, somebody else called and said that my appointment is scheduled for Wednesday, November 1st at 7:15 in the morning. So that's the good news about all of that, but you have to call and harass them. You have to keep calling over and over and over to get any kind of information, to get any kind of results, to get your appointments made or set or called back or anything. And that's very frustrating, and I don't think it should be like that. And the appointment was made on the same day that I was supposed to see the gastroenterologist for the consult and the colonoscopy. So I had to call that clinic, change that appointment, and now, because he's so booked, now I don't get seen until December 27th. So November 1st is the first big step. That's when I get my scan. And then after I get that done and I have those results, I'm going to try and get those results in my hand, the records from the urologist, the records from the general practitioner that I see, and then go see another doctor that can issue a certificate for the medical marijuana card. But I want to have all those documents in hand, showing the diagnoses and all of those things, and then I'm going to do that. But that's going to be a little bit later. So the first goal is to scan, and I'm so happy that I got that appointment. So now I can kind of chill out and just kind of coast through, hopefully, until November 1st. Still researching, doing crazy amounts of looking online, both at home and at work, looking over everything about cancer, about cannabis, about natural care, homeopathic care, traditional allopathic care, all of it. I kind of want to have a whole bunch of things, on my team, so to speak, on my side, that I can just kick this thing right in the butt. So far, things are well. I've changed my diet. I don't eat hardly any sugar anymore. I've read that that's I've read that that's really bad, that the sugar just feeds the cancer cells. Didn't really know that. So now I've cut out basically all sugar. I think yesterday I logged that I got 2 grams of sugar for the whole day. I'm on a reduced caloric intake. That was something that I read by a pretty respected doctor who has master's degrees and PhD in genetics. He was saying that calorie reduction low or no carb diet, so basically the ketogenic diet, and then, you know, supplements, but there's just so much information out there. So if you're watching this and you're wondering what's going on, well, this is what's going on. So if you're going down this road with me and you have something similar, make sure you're going to be your own advocate, because really nobody's going to do it for you, you know. Literally, like your family, your friends, nobody's going to do it. You have to do it. And that was something that I didn't really think about because I've never had anything like this. So I didn't know you had to fight for everything, you know, every appointment, every test. I'm not trying to be Joe, you know, pump you up self-motivational channel. That's not what I'm about. But I'm just sharing with you the things that I've gone through, and it's things that I've never experienced. So if you're doing this, you know, get out there and just fight for everything that you need and everything that you want, because that's the only way you're going to get it. It's a beautiful fall day. I hope you can hear me over the wind noise. There's some beautiful clouds. There's some beautiful tree that I'm always sitting next to. So things are good as of right now.